everyone, welcome to Off the Dial. We are presenting It's Dangerous to Go Alone Season 45. I am Miss Pixie6 and I am joined by my lovely, my beautiful co-host, IMAD Gamer II. Say hello, IMAD.
Hello. It's great to be back. We are in our final matchup, our finals of It's Dangerous to Go Alone. This is the top of the pyramid, the last stand.
The last one. Who's the best? We're gonna find out right now.
Who's gonna be the final survivor? We'll find out next.
Exactly. All right, and in this final bracket, we have Hungry Hen versus Daffy Denominator. Daffy Denominator being the team that we just saw in semifinals on the Twitch stream here. Haven't seen Hungry Hen myself, but I'm guessing they're a formidable opponent.
Indeed, they did make their way from the semi-bracket as well. So both of these teams coming up from that second place, or actually no, they're fighting for that first place. Who's going to be dropped down to second? We'll find out.
I'm liking the weapon lineups here. I'm really enjoying Slime Sir 64 from Hungry Hen, just with the ink brush.
I was about to say they are very confident in their pick. They have no other back pockets to pull from. They just, you know what, we know what we're running with, and we're going to be running into it. Them and Alive as well.
They know what they want to play, and I respect that.
Ooh, but I also can't deny I'm excited to see the what is it, Readly?
What's it, Readly?
Readly bringing out their Splatling lineup. Huge fan.
Huge fan of Splatlings, you are, yes.
Yes, I am. Ooh, but Spleef though, they kind of got a nice mix of going. They got their, the usual shooter backpack, but then it looks like their main weapon is going to be that Stamper. We saw the Splatoon wiper in that last match. In fact, Zur over there was our Splatoon resident. We'll see if they're going to have any competition against Spleef.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be fun. Splatoon action. Ooh, but they also, Spleef looks like they run a more traditional splatter shot and N-Zap, which is kind of the more meta pick at this moment. So maybe we won't see Splatoon action, unfortunately.
We'll see, because they also have Narco who can kind of swap to those weapons as well. So like they got some versatility they can work with, figure out what kind of maps that they're comfortable with, what kind of maps they want to bring out their main for, and we'll see. I guess we'll kind of see that kind of mix up here.
Might just end up a double shooter comp.
Exactly.
Might just go way meta and do double Zuka,
Oh my goodness. I ran into a triple Zuna comp the other night. They like double shot and then they alternated between Squeezer and Carbon Roller. It was the counter we came up with was Bubbler, funny enough.
I mean that'll work. It'll tank a Zuka shot for you, and sometimes that's all you need.
Oh, absolutely. It's like you can't hit me if I'm in this protective bubble. Me, an introvert.
Haha, can't touch me.
Exactly. It makes me reminiscent about the hamster ball of death in Splatoon 2, the baller.
That can't be what you called it.
It was called the baller. It was literally called the baller.
Goodness.
I will look it up just to be sure, but I'm like 99.9% sure that is the official name for it.
As long as it's not the hamster ball of death, that's fine.
No, that was my name for it.
Okay. Alright, it looks like the first map mode is going to be Barnacle and Dime, Splat Zones being the mode. Now, Barnacle and Dime, I see this map a lot for Clam Blitz, but not a lot for Splat Zones.
I know that right when Barnacle and Dime came out, everyone was all about the zones mode for this map. Like is that and clams are like the two that are actually usable in comp, but zones was kind of what people are going for, especially for the diehard zoners. Clam Blitz has kind of come out on top and recently, like you said, but like in the olden days, zones was the first pick for Barnacle and Dime.
Making up words here? What's a diehard zoner?
People who only play zones. They don't want to play any other mode but just zones.
I don't think those people exist.
They do. They will fight for zones only tournaments with every breath they got.
Oh my goodness. Well, I've never encountered one, but I guess I just have to trust you.
You haven't been to that side of Twitter yet.
Exactly. And I don't want to be there.
But yeah, Barnacle and Dime zone. I was just gonna say, in reminiscent of Splatoon 2, Baller and now Reef Slider, the zones cheese, and we have a single zone here as compared to Umami in the last set. Undercover Umbrella on the side of Daffy Denominator, bringing out that Reef Slider. Gonna be like, I think Barnacle and Dime is big enough that it won't instant cap it, but it's pretty close depending on how much special power up you're running.
I don't know if I've seen Reef Slider on the Barnacle and Dime zone. Because of that sort of platform in the middle there, I'm guessing the Reef Slider couldn't take the whole zone.
I know it will keep you from getting splatted by it, but because I know...
Oh no, we're missing a person!
Oh no! It's okay, they got Leche, they have the important player.
Yes,
no,
one Umbrella can sub in for 2.
Exactly. But I was gonna say, like, Mahi has a very similar structure, like not quite as wide as the one on Barnacle here, but they still have that kind of little block in the middle that will protect you from damage, but not necessarily from paint. I think the Reef Slider has enough paint that it will, like, the zone will cap itself for the rest of it.
Gotcha.
It's about how you time, right? If you miss a line, it could send you in the wrong direction, and then you won't cap the zone, so aim is required.
Yeah, the Reef Slider is pretty finicky, depending on where you point it at. Sometimes it will go in a direction or over terrain that you didn't think was possible.
Exactly, or it'll just get stuck on the littlest bump that you didn't even know existed.
Exactly. I've done that so many times. As many times as I've, like, just re-slid off of the map.
Oh my goodness. And that is... Well, no, I was going to say, that's possible here. We have a nice moat around this map, but there's a lot of... Because this is set in the mall, I imagine, there's a lot of protective fencing around the edges, so little squids can't fall into the water by accident.
I like that you're putting logic to it. That's good.
It is not entirely possible to re-slide off the edge on this one, but nonetheless, it is going to be hard to time that so you don't get splatted after it's done. And we're going to be seeing Daffy Denominator with their tried and true comp. Coming up from Hungry Hens, though, we see that splatter shot, or sorry, the splatter scope, and like you said, we're going to be seeing that double shooter.
Let's see what we got here. We see Hungry Hen pushing forward here. 2 are already down on the side of Daffy Denominators. Hungry Hen being really aggressive here. Azuka comes out. Ooh, we're seeing here the Soda coming out as well. We're seeing a Whale come out. Goodness, Hungry Hen is being super aggressive here. They are holding the enemy flat here. They are pushing up into the street. They are going forward even more than that, throwing their bombs, building up more specials. Goodness, they are so aggressive here.
That was like a perfectly played startup. Well, now they got their charger down, so that's going to be their backline and Zooks or their strikes out of the way. But still, getting down to 50, taking down 2 members, and then some follow-up off of Daffy Denominator right at the beginning there. Very well executed. Daffy Denominator going to be able to stop the zone for the time being, but that's the dangerous thing about this map is, like, if you get into like really good positions like that, if you're able to like push up, that's quite the chokehold here on this little, I don't even know what you call it, but it's like once you extend past the zone, it's like a choke point you have to break through. And right now, Daffy Denominator with some excellent coordination to break that. We'll see if Hungry Hen is able to reciprocate that.
See Hungry Hen here trying to get back into zone, trying to get some picks here. There is one down from Daffy Denominators, but Daffy Denominator is still able to hold this zone. They are pushing up. We're seeing the Brella on the plat over there. One member does jump back. Hungry Hen trying to regroup. They are trying to paint up, trying to build their specials. We got the Soda coming out. We see the Charger has their special ready as well. We see strikes. Oh, but one goes down. Daffy Denominator is really just taking back what Hungry Hen was able to accomplish earlier in the game.
Again, like we saw this in the last set against the other team. Because, like, even though they went 2 members down, they didn't back down, and they held that zone all the way down to 7. It took getting 3 members down for them to even give up space to Hungry Hen, and that just kind of shows the caliber of the team that we're seeing right here. Like, they're, even with those just 2 members, they're able to keep space and stall long enough to give them so many points on the board.
Alright, Hungry Hen here getting the timer to tick down for them. Specials are going out, bombs are flying from both sides, but Hungry Hen is really able to hold their place here against Daffy Denominator's specials. We are seeing a hammer coming out. We are seeing more aggression. Ooh, picks going back and forth. Oh, but there's a wipeout.
Ooh.
Hungry Hen has the zone now. Are they going to get it down to 0? And they do. This match goes to Hungry Hen.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Like, Daffy and Denominator not quite able to break that hold. They weren't able to get back in the zone. And it seemed a little bit frazzled right there in there. Like, once you get into, like, the 20-point range, like, that's when the heat's really on you to retake the zone. And just, we saw the hammer come out. We saw the player drop on that right side. But Hungry Hen keeping cool, just, like, taking the fights as they came and didn't. They gave up enough space to stay alive, but not enough space for them to get the zone, and that allowed them to just get the wipeout and then take the KO on top of that.
See, I feel like Daffy Denominator had a good chance to get the match point there, right in the middle, as they grabbed the zone. They were pushing up, they were trying to hold the area, but they just were not able to hold it the same way that Hungry Hen was.
Indeed, indeed. So, like, in that last matchup in the last round, they were able to kind of, like, turn around even when they were at a deficit. But Hungry Hen, this time, they were able to really capitalize on having that player advantage and really lock down what they needed to. But going into Undertow Rainmaker, like, that is a completely different ballgame. Like, just the map alone is such a unique structure compared to Barnacle and Dime. Like, I feel like Daffy Denominators, what they've been running so far, can really work out for them here.
Yeah, goodness. Rainmaker is such a completely different mode than Splat Zone, so it's hard to say which team is going to have an advantage here. I feel like the Ink Brush player might have a little bit of trouble here on Rainmaker. It doesn't really favor that sort of play. It favors more of like a slow, steady, hold the area kind of thing. And I suppose Splat Zones is a little bit like that, but the zone itself doesn't move. You just have to protect that one area. As the Rainmaker moves forward, you also have to move forward, and it's more difficult in that way as you have to keep venturing into the enemy territory.
Yeah, I was going to say, having two shooters really adds a lot of versatility to your comp, but when you're rocking a backline and a very specialty weapon like a brush, go up against kind of like the more mobile and aggressive comp that Daffy is bringing, like, they have to really play to their positioning quite well in order and just maintain good awareness of how Daffy is able to move about the map.
Are seeing Hungry Hen here trying to throw bombs, trying to keep mid against Daffy Denominators, although Daffy Denominators picks up the Rainmaker here. Ooh, it looks like they're going pretty uncontested as they're trying to shoot their way forward, though the Ink Brush on the side of Hungry Hen able to take down the Rainmaker carrier. 3 are down for Daffy Denominators. It's a wipeout. Hungry Hen getting this Rainmaker popped here, and they are taking it forward.
Getting wiped down right at the beginning, but Zero here, jumping right in, getting 2 down off of Hungry Hen. They have the Rainmaker, charges up to defend, but now comes the Hammer, really trying to take them down. They do get the trade here, but they're stalling out the Rainmaker right in this corner, and that's going to get them exactly what they want. They have the position they want to get that checkpoint.
I forget what this player's name is. I think it's Alive. They're trying to be really aggressive here, trying to go up into the enemy area. Ooh, Daffy Denominator is able to get a wipeout. Are they able to pop here? Ooh, they are just being really aggressive. They are up in Hungry Hen's business, getting picks. This Wiper here getting 2. Ooh, the Rainmaker is moving a little bit forward. 3 are down on both sides. This is a really aggressive play here.
Oh my goodness, the Wiper, MVP of that play right there. They are not going to be opting to pick it up. They weren't able to get, well, I say Alive, able to jump in successfully, but they took down half the team. Like, if Hungry Hen hadn't stopped the Rainmaker, that could have been an easy KO or Daffy Denominator. But now, with the VAC coming out, they're going to have to regroup into mid, retaking it, but they still have a lot of space to work with. Like, Hungry Hen, they're going to have to clear out several of these players, and they use half their special to get them out of that corner.
Wanderer here on the Charger, able to get some picks before moving forward with Hungry Hen. Ooh, is someone going to pick it up? Oh, they get another pick. Goodness. Oh, and another! This Charger player, Wanderer, just getting a lot of an advantage here, just being able to move up with their Rainmaker carrier. Now Daffy Denominator is trying to build a good, solid defense against Hungry Hen as we see the VAC come out. Ooh, but specials are going off from both sides. We see the Reef Slide, we see the Hammer, and Daffy Denominators has control of this area once more.
Yeah, that vacuum can protect you from a lot of things, and the hammer is not one of them, but nonetheless, the last remaining player of Hungry Hen grabbing it right from underneath Daffy's nose, getting it down to 22, and going to be taking that lead back as we have 2 minutes left in the match. That was such a sneaky play, and all thanks to the inkable area that is now.
Seeing Daffy Denominators here trying to paint up, trying to stall against Hungry Hen as they continue to be aggressive. We see Zuka shots. We see this Umbrella player trying to get back in, but they're just having a hard time of it as they use their Reef Slider to try and get away from Hungry Hen. There's only one down on Hungry Hen right now. Daffy Denominators has all 4 up there trying to push forward. Oh, but goodness, they're having a hard time of it.
That's some good maneuvering from the undercover player right here. Like, when you have, you have to know when to take a fight and when to just back out, and using the Reef Slider like they did to really get out of that engagement. Such a good play by them, but unfortunately it is going to be Daffy with 2 members down. Hungry Hen pushing up once again. They still have that lead, and there's going to be kind of, I imagine, playing for time here, but maybe they'll be pushing their lead a bit further for it to get some good opportunities.
Ooh. Hungry Hen here with the Rainmaker. They are still in this corner. 2 are down from the side of Daffy Denominators. They are trying to push up. It looks more like they're trying to just hold this left side here. They are getting picks though with this Rainmaker carrier. Ooh, it looks pretty dicey here actually as bombs keep flying from the side of Daffy Denominators. They are trying to get this Rainmaker carrier. They are trying to get Hungry Hen out of here, but they're just not able to.
Yeah, they're not gonna well, we weren't going to go for many risky plays. They don't have to, but they are going to be pushing their lead to 14 right there with a nice combo with the brush right there, leading the path in. We'll see if Daffy Denominator is able to kind of like retake mid after that, but they lost their NZAP, their main painter and cooler user, and the Charger taking down the hammer at point blank range, and the undercover as well. Some excellent plays right here. Like, they are going to be just locking down mid right here. Another nice pick.
Charger player is so aggressive and they're so good with their aim. They're able to lead the enemy the wrong direction before they pick them off. Very talented, very skilled. We're seeing Hungry Hen here just painting up mid, holding their lead against Daffy Denominators as they're not able to retake the Rainmaker. Daffy Denominators gets wiped out as Hungry Hen gets this match point.
You get into a position like that when you get into the last 30 seconds, like if you're Daffy, you know you have to pick up the Rainmaker. If you're Hungry Hen, you know that Daffy knows they have to pick up the Rainmaker. So it's just like, at that point, all you do is like you pop the Rainmaker, just let it sit there, and you hold mid. It'll either reset to mid or they'll try to go for it, and you just pick them off. Then it's like, it is a very, like you said, dicey situation to be in, and like Daffy would have to incredibly clutch that up to bring it back around in that kind of situation. But Hungry Hen, once again, staying cool and just playing to their defense, playing to their positioning, and just really holding down that mid area.
Definitely. And the next map mode we're going to see is Tower Control on Shipshape. Ooh, this is a pretty good, a pretty decisive map mode, I feel, as whatever team kind of snowballs here is going to be the one that gets this match point. This is a really hard one because there's so many hallway type things here. There's so many like tight spaces, so many places where the enemy team can kind of pick off the other team. But once they get that tower, once that momentum starts going, it is hard to shake the team.
I was just about to say, like, this is one of the worst map modes to have on a match point because of, like you said, of how snowbally, how decisive it can be if one team really gets rolling right here. Like, Daffy Denominator has to lock it down here. They have to take that early advantage. If they let Hungry Hen run away with this, they will just run away with it all the way to the end.
Definitely. I'm wondering if we're going to see the same sort of team comps from both sides. I'm trying to remember which ones have the sort of changing weapons, though.
So far, Daffy Denominator has been pretty consistent. I know that they swapped off their Wiper player for Humpback because of the terrain issues that Wiper runs into. But unless they're trying to counter what Hungry Hen has been bringing, and they haven't really changed up their comp either. They've been sticking with that Charger double shooter brush combo, and it's been really effective for them. So, like, unless they bring out something to specifically counter something that Hungry Hen is bringing, I imagine we're going to be seeing some pretty similar comps.
Gotcha. Seeing a similar comp from Hungry Hen, just as you described, the two shooters, the Charger and the Ink Brush. Now from the side of Daffy Denominators, we still have the Brella, we still have the NZAP and the Wiper, but I think the 52 pick seems new.
Yes, they're bringing out the 52 instead of the Squeezer, but they're also swapping to the other undercover umbrella. They're going to be bringing out Splat Screen, and I think it's the Torpedo? So they're going to be, like, just the whole, what they're running here, they're going for that kind of, they're trying to blind the Charger, just counteract the Charger, because the Charger has so much reach on this map. Look how open that middle is right there, and you throw out the Zooks, or the strikes on top of that, like, they're going to have to really take down the Charger, especially with how well that Charger's been playing so far.
It definitely looks like Daffy Denominators is struggling a little bit trying to take out that Charger that was holding the tower. Though they are painting up here, they are getting Hungry Hen away from the tower. It looks like this Brella player here trying to get a pick on the left side, but ooh, Hungry Hen is being really aggressive with the Ink Brush right in their face.
Undercover doing a good job of staying alive, just keeping them distracted while the rest of their team moves in. Hammer's going to be coming out, but they lose their Zap player to the right side, possibly in a trade, but the Charger player goes down. That's going to be those strikes and the Zook on top of that out of commission, so they can basically get this checkpoint for free if they're able to keep the positioning. The Wiper just really doing a good job pushing up, but the Charger finally takes him down, but it's going to be the first checkpoint out of the way for Daffy.
Ooh, Daffy Denominator's in a good position here. They have the tower. They are painting up mid. Ooh, and two are down on the side of Hungry Hen. Daffy Denominator's being way more aggressive than we've seen previously. They are trying to paint up. They are dodging these Charger shots. Ooh, they're doing such a good job of it, too. There are three that get taken down from Daffy Denominators, though. But, ooh, Hungry Hen is going to have some trouble trying to get that lead back.
Yeah, there's going to be times that they made it to the checkpoint. They didn't quite get any points off the checkpoint, but like you said, Hungry Hen, they are facing a lot of opposition from Daffy Denominator right now. They haven't been able to just run away with this as we fear they might have. Daffy is doing a good job of just making sure they don't get that momentum going. 52 going in, Charger going down, and the 52 getting another for a 3 down off of Hungry
Oh my
Hen,
goodness.
and then going to be cleaning up for the delayed wipe. That's going to be a huge opportunity for Daffy Denominator.
Now this is the player Alive that we're currently seeing on the 52 here, but previously they were playing the Squeezer, and it was listed that they only played the Squeezer. So seeing the 52 and seeing them get this many picks is just amazing. They gotta list this as one of their weapons too.
Yeah, the 52 here, like, they can play some of the same positioning that the Squeezer can with that splash wall, but because of the shorter range and like the fire rate and all that, they can play it just a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more up in their face, and they're certainly doing a good job of that right now. But now we get into kind of like the gateway, the gauntlet of this map right here. That second checkpoint is so hard to break through, especially if they're like they hadn't coordinated their specials well. But right now they lost their Charger, which is their main deterrent. It's just kind of a fight in mid right now, a scrappy fight as each team.
Oh no! I see a DC from the side of Daffy Denominators, and they were doing so well. I hope that they can still hold on to their lead.
Oh no! That is huge right there. Like, we are only a minute and a half left, and it is well past the replay point. So like, they're gonna have to make do with what they got. Like, thank goodness they had the lead, because they have a chance to hold on to this, but they're gonna have to play some incredible defense.
Seeing this Brella player here trying to stay alive, trying to be sneaky. Oh, but they get taken down. There is someone running the tower from the side of Hungry Hen. It looks like the Ink Brush is Alive. Oh, Alive gets this pick, though. Alive trying to keep the enemy off of the tower. There are bombs going back and forth. They have the wall on it, though. It looks like that's preventing the Hungry Hen from being able to touch the tower.
Right now, Hungry Hen, they're really capitalizing off that player advantage. Daffy Denominator left in a little bit of a stagger right here. They had several members go down individually, and now they just can't like break out of their base right now. They can't retake, and with Spleef up in that corner right there, their main defensive position, it's going to be even harder to do so. And that's going to be the last checkpoint out of the way, which is 10 points before the KO. This is near game point right now, unless Alive is able to clutch up.
Oh, it looks like this one goes to Hungry Hen.
Oh man, you hate to see it.
I was hoping they would pull through. They were trying so hard to.
I know, like you hate to see that on the match point, but just Daffy was doing such a good job. They were so close to turning that around as well. They were doing everything that we were saying that they should do. Like they were keeping the charger occupied. They were not letting Hungry Hen gain that kind of momentum to snowball it into the KO. And so like they had a lot of good fights that they were able to, like they even kept Hungry Hen from retaking the tower, even though they fell off that first push. They were able to just get back onto it and push again. But as soon as that player went down, just like the tables completely turned on them.
My goodness. And I was really pulling through for Daffy Denominator because that change from the squeezer to the 52 really looked like it was doing a lot of damage there. Just the splash wall being able to tank one of the charger shots is just a really good idea. And it seemed to be working so well. And just to see it not fully pay off because of the DC is just it's so sad.
It is so sad. And I think not only with the splash wall being effective, but then swapping to that killer whale too, with how long and narrow this map is, there's not as much room to dodge a weapon like the killer whale, and the fact you can go through those little obstacles that the charger normally hide behind. The Zuka, I guess they did not feel like was working quite in their favor like they hoped, so swapping that whale and then comboing it with the splatter screen, like that was really like just very much, all right, we're getting sick of that charger, we're gonna really try to focus on making sure they have not the same space that they had in that last game.
Oh, both teams played so well. Both teams really tried to go for that win there, but Hungry Hen is the winner of finals. They have won It's Dangerous to Go Alone season 45.
Let's go! Congratulations to Hungry Hen. Very well played. Like I said, like they had Daffy Denominator on the ropes for the first two matches. It was a very close third match, just the unfortunate DC, but I think that Hungry Hen certainly was in a good run to take that nonetheless. So well played, and very much congratulations.
Well done for both teams. Good job.
Right, but unfortunately, that is the finals, and so that means that that's the end of our tournament, unfortunately.
So sad.
Any final words before we close out, Six?
You can find IMAD on Twitter at IMADGamerII and also on YouTube under the same name, I presume.
Of course. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out, and thank you all for watching. Thank you, Six, for commentating with me, and thank you to the rest of production and our streamer for putting all this on. It's been fantastic to watch.
Thank you, everyone in production. You've done such a good job today. And this is a really hard tournament to put on. I'm just saying, because there are so many brackets and you have to organize all the separate teams. There's no, like, there are captains, but they don't really know who they're playing with exactly because they're all teams that are made up on the spot. So this is hard. It's hard to do. And I commend all of you for working so hard on it. It's such a fun tournament, and I recommend you all try it out sometime.
Indeed, and then very much appreciated because it does create those opportunities that we talked about at the beginning of our block here. That when if you have a team, whether you don't have a team, just being able to just jump into a pickup like this, and knowing that everyone else is a pickup, does create such good experiences and good opportunities to kind of like get out of your comfort zone or really like get into more competitive.
Exactly. All right, but this has been a great tournament. We will see you all in the next one.